Okay, it's good.
Oh, it's good? Okay, good.
Okay, what a nice way to start off this shit.
I know.
Calm down, Starmaker. Jeez.
No, I'm sorry, just... No.
What? No, the
just
sound of the video.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I wonder how she's gonna cherry pick this argument.
This episode comes with a content warning for game footage involving hypersexualized female characters.
Triggers!
Trigger warning!
What?
Happening!
Perfect spot! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Screenshot.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome
Look
to
at that
hell, everyone!
face. Look at that
Okay,
face!
serious.
Wow!
That face! Take a snapshot of it. It'll forever!
Always, remember that it's both possible and even necessary to be critical of the media we enjoy. That's going to be especially important to keep in mind given the video game franchise we're about to discuss.
Oh god!
No! God damn it!
In 1987, Nintendo released a 2D action-adventure game for their Nintendo Entertainment System, which departed from traditional video game conventions. Metroid starred a bounty hunter named Samus Aran, who's covered head to toe in the now iconic cybernetic power suit. The game's manual referred to the protagonist with male...
I am Anita Sarkeesian. I am definitely not reading from a script.
I mean, it's not a bad thing to read from a script, but reading from a
Not
script
on
that was written by
camera. You do it
somebody
on camera. It
else.
looks awful. And especially the way she reads it. She reads it like a robot.
Well,
Hi!
If you believe what's true, technically she has a hand up her ass, and his name is John McIntosh.
Oh god.
No, I'm a robot. I'm programmed to be speaking feminist.
And also, I love how she already started off with the cherry-picked argument, wherever this was translated by someone in America that did not know the ending and all that secret information. You could obviously say everything was outsourced on that entire manual. So it's just, it's a nitpick on my end, but honestly, it's not a good sign.
Really, the reason I bring it up is that like she raised like $100,000 fucking dollars for this, and like she doesn't even know basic camera etiquette. Like I can point this out. I didn't have to phrase jack shit.
No. Here's the thing. She's never had that ability. She has never had any sense of that ability ever since she started before that Kickstarter. Whenever she was making jack shit when nobody knew who the fuck she was.
Yeah.
She never had that ability. She has been an unoriginal, unintentional piece of crap.
Yeah, but you would think after getting that much money she would figure it out.
Or I don't even know anymore. Maybe
Or
get
at
a
least
lesson or two.
not be as lazy.
Yeah.
pronouns and described his identity as shrouded in mystery.
Oh no.
Metroid was notable as an early example of a game that employed multiple alternative endings, which could be unlocked based on the player's gaming skill and performance. If the player is able to complete the game in under 5 hours, a short cutscene will play featuring the protagonist without their armored helmet, revealing that Samus Aran is in fact a woman.
Or Rhino males.
A moment in gaming history, especially for many female gaming fans, because at the time, nearly all protagonists were just assumed to be male by default. Remember, this was back before the internet, when you couldn't just hop online to find out about all the secrets and spoilers, so for many players, the ending of Metroid came as a genuine surprise. Still, the subversion only worked provided players were skilled enough to achieve the surprise ending. In retrospect, Samus's gender reveal perhaps...
Wait, what?
Someone said something.
I think Richard was saying something. No.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Just right now, I'm just kind of just eating, so...
Oh, okay.
So polite.
Shocking as it was, considering that Metroid is heavily influenced by the Alien films. Sadly, the alternate endings did not stop there.
Oh God.
What?
Metroid
What?
was the first games
What did I hear?
No. She's right. The entire main trilogy of Metroid was based off of Aliens, and Aliens.
Okay.
Yeah, it was based off the Alien series. The creator of Metroid never denied that he was inspired by the Alien franchise.
Okay. Just I guess something for food for thought, I guess.
war trope, as both reveal Samus in various states of undress. The better a player does, the more clothing is removed. If the player completes the game in under 3 hours, Samus is shown without her armor and in a leotard. If the player finishes in under 1 hour, they're treated to Samus in a bikini. So yes, Samus wasn't a damseled woman waiting at the end of the game as a trophy. Rather, her body itself became the prize awarded to players for a job well done. Later games in the Metroid series continued the convention of rewarding players with endings featuring Samus in various states of undress.
Okay, pause. Pause here. Oh my god.
I could hear it coming now, guys.
Oh god, she's wearing spats. No!
No!
No. I know exactly what type of direction narrative. It's like, this is a perfect example that men only care about a woman's body and all that stuff. It really was as pointless as she's trying to avoid to say it is. Literally, no.
Yeah, that's what she does with a lot of her stuff. Like, she tries to make it sound like it actually matters, and it really doesn't.
Seriously, the people who spent the time of trying to beat the game in an hour, they were just trying to see if they could beat the freaking game in an hour.
I've seen a little bit into this. She basically does that over and over again, that same tactic.
But Theron definitely did subvert traditional gender tropes of the 1980s by taking on the role of intrepid hero. However, she and her body were still presented to players as prizes to be won. The convention of earning access...
Here's my question on that. Here is my basic question on that. Has that happened in any modern Metro game?
Not that I can think of, no.
The only thing I can think of is Other M, and honestly I could say it just could be something similar if it was just her Zero suit, which is basically just a giant... Well, it's like all you see her in is her combat suit, her Zero suit, the suit she wears underneath the attire. But if... It's like she's trying to, again, this is another thing that really drives me nuts about Anita Sarkeesian. She tries to justify things from the past as to being problems now.
Yeah.
If you're going to at least have this kind of thing, at the very least, bring something modern. I mean, this could have been, like, if there's one thing I could mention, Mortal Kombat, anyone? Just put that out there.
Fuck, if she wanted something modern, she could have easily used Highway to Hell. No, wait, she couldn't, because everybody knew that game sucked.
Yep.
But still, it's one of those things that really just drives me up the wall with this woman. She cherry picks her arguments based on information from the past. If I was trying to talk about how oppressed women are nowadays and start talking about the fact that we can't vote, they couldn't vote in the 1930s, no one's going to listen to me because it's already been taken care of.
What pisses me off more is when she like outright fabricates stuff, like she did with Hitman. I don't know if she does it in this video. She might.
See, the other thing that I could honestly bring up, and yes, we are talking a lot right now, we're only 3 minutes in, is she has this tendency of, crap, I even forgot where I was going with that. She has this tendency of, this is a legit argument. You know, there's a legit argument on the sexism in gaming and sexism as a whole. Nobody's saying that's not existent. But the problem is, she is demonizing the entire argument by cherry-picking the smallest fucking things and trying to ad-lib this entire narrative while picking out these small little portions to say, this is the problem with gaming, even though that's most likely just 1%.
Stop mansplaining, Kayden.
Ending vignettes with eroticized female bodies can be found in many titles over the past 30 years.
Who talks about these games? Who talks about these games?
I've never even heard
Spy? Who talks about The Last Round? These are crap games that no one talks about, and oh my god, those are not women.
I don't know.
Those are not women. Those are mutants.
This is kind of like Brianna Wu.
Oh god. Not the nightmare! Not the nightmare! Shit!
Is it the one in the middle starring a Gen Z?
Oh. Damn it. Hold on.
Yeah, nobody talks about these games. Please, give me another popular game that does this. I'd love to see it. All right. So people talk about this game. That's also the Japanese game.
we can trace the roots of the women as reward trope all the way back to the beginnings of the medium itself. As we discussed in our Damsel in Distress miniseries, upon successful completion of many arcade games, players were rewarded with the related Smooch of Victory trope, so named for the kiss the hero received as a reward for rescuing a kidnapped princess. Sometimes the prize is blatant, as with the standard hero reward, in which a king will give his daughter to the hero.
Again.
On other occasions, it's taken a step further by employing the parallel sex of victory or rescue sex.
Was it Defender of the Crown? Okay, pause. Was it Defender of the Crown a game where you're trying to save that woman that you actually fell in love with?
It is?
Sounds like Woo.
Oh god. That's just the shit from the past. 1980s! Shit! Sorry. I just question why she brings most of that shit up.
I just love her shit-eating grin. I still love her shit-eating grin right there.
What is
Oh, God, I have that
made up
girl.
on tropes versus women? Because that game fails the Bechdel test.
Yeah.
That grin.
That's exactly what you think it is. Instead of a kiss, sex with the rescued victim is the player's reward.
I'm bringing in TP.
Ugly.
Oh yeah, right to hell, because it's number one.
Oh yeah, because that's definitely a game every single fucking person goes to. It's a perfect example of modern
played that
America.
game and loved it.
Oh yeah, that's a 10 out of 10 IGN top score. It's
Too
the
much
greatest thing
water!
in the fucking world. You know what? After watching that, I didn't even need to play Hatred to become a terrible human being. This is the perfect example. I honestly go outside all the time and just to mean women. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey TP.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, what? Wait, who's here now? What?
Master TP 10.
My pleasure, lady.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yo, what's the hell with us?
Quick, let's awkwardly fuck with our pants on.
Okay, let's pause. Okay, good job using an example from a game that everyone and their mother fucking knows is one of the worst games out there.
Already did my tirade, dude.
Fuck.
But
I must have missed
she's
that.
bringing up The Witcher 2.
Yeah.
Now she's finally bringing up modern examples.
Thank you.
Not too much to ask.
Isn't that the same game that can have both gay and lesbian relationships?
2 and 3, yeah.
Oh god. The nightmares, man.
Don't be a homophobe, dude.
One.
It's been a tough day.
This.
We might do be good.
And weren't they actually in a legit relationship in that entire deal? Basically, what led to that sex scene was not something like, oh, now I've saved you, so now let's fuck. No, it was more of, we've known each other for so long, and I'm attracted to you, so let's fuck, and then Rion dies. I've never played The Witcher, but nobody has the common sense of, I saved you, so let's fuck. Unless you made a Highway to Hell.
Oh god.
It's
That's-
right to hell, Kayden.
Whatever.
How do you not know the most fucking popular game that everyone loves?
I'm sorry. I'm just a plebeian. I'm sorry.
You're not the only one, at least, Kayden. Just saying.
Anyways, what's up, TP?
To describe a long-running pattern found in interactive.
Okay, I guess I'll wait.
It occurs when
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a little bit of a joke. Like, you know, it's probably just as much of a arousal scene for men as it is for women. I mean, look at that. That guy is not bad looking. I'm just saying.
There's a gay scene in there, so I'm pretty sure you'd like that.
Okay, let's go.
when women, or more often women's bodies, are employed as rewards for player actions in video games. The trope frames female bodies as collectible, as tractable, or as consumable, and positions women as status symbols designed to validate the masculinity of presumed straight male players.
Do lesbians not exist?
Yeah, no. To validate presumed straight male players. This is the entire argument.
Aren't you presuming that they're presuming that everyone?
She's assuming that all gamers are male, and because of that, it makes gaming hard for females to get in. That's her entire narrative. Until people found out her narrative is she just doesn't like games in the first place. Back at E3, whenever she was bitching about the violence in Far Cry 4.
I'm just going to echo something here. Never assume. It makes an ass out of you and me. Yeah, that'd go.
You know, admittedly, you can make an argument that yes, Samus's near naked body can be seen as a trophy, but it also encourages the player to actually, be good at the game. In order to get this image, you need to have beaten the game in under an hour. You said this before. So, and if someone didn't like to play the game, chances are they're going to ditch this trophy because fuck it, I don't want to play a game that I don't like.
I think it's. Yeah, Richard.
In that case, it would be motivation.
Assuming
but yeah.
the word for everything she looks at.
Yeah, for motivation. Apparently,
like
Demon Spawn!
I honestly think it's the equivalent of I would rather have something as small as that than congratulations.
You're a winner.
Not to mention, the initial thing was also just again, as you mentioned, a shock. Like how no one ever, everyone assumed that Samus was a male. Everyone expected.
Yeah.
Everyone assumed that Samus is a male.
Yeah. It goes in the whole entire deal of, again, that book. Nobody really saw because all you saw was a tiny little sprite pixel that was just orange and blue. So it was just there. So that's why it was a surprise, and that's why people wanted to see it, because you had to beat it in 5 hours, and there are several people who can't beat the game in 5 hours. They're going to instantly assume, well, I guess if I beat it in 5 hours, I'm going to see what happens if I try to beat it in a faster time. So I don't know.
Again, it's motivation.
Yeah.
There's some overlap between the damsel in distress and women as reward, but they function differently. While the damsel in distress trope uses women as a plot device to motivate male heroes, the women as reward trope presents women as a formalized reward mechanism, meaning that the reward is coded into the game system itself. The result of this incentive structure is that access to women's bodies, women's affection, or women's sexuality is reduced to a simple equation that guarantees delivery as long as the correct set of inputs are entered into the system.
And psychopaths fully believe that humans are just things. That means it doesn't matter if I kill them or not. You're not trying to convince people that men only think of women as objects. You're trying to convince people that sociopaths are sociopaths.
Oh, fun. I think we've
Wait,
already
they're sociopaths? Fuck, I didn't know that.
Shit, I didn't know that! I didn't know that! I need an adult for that shit!
Helps foster a sense of entitlement, where players are encouraged to view women as something they've earned the right to by virtue of their gaming actions, skills, or accomplishments. This is illustrated in arcade classics like Joe and Mac and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Like from 30 years ago, relevant.
After players save the damsel in both games, she will bestow a kiss on the character who earned the most points on that stage.
I'll know you one.
Yeah, isn't that based off of a freaking cartoon, which itself was based off of a freaking comic book?
Which was a parody in itself of how people were being edgy. Yeah.
Can I say this real quick?
Go ahead.
That is a weak argument, though, on that video game.
It's made to validate your turtle kin.
What? What?
Why?
We're trying to be not oppressive to all those Tumblr people.
Tumblerinas.
Oppressive to turtle kin.
Tumbling around, just tumbling in all the tumbling.
I've had enough of the Tumblr shit. I'm sorry, just today I just had to endure a piece of shit. Had to.
Well, okay, I have to stop right here. How did I sound like Brianna Wu?
What?
You said it sounded like Brianna Wu. The stuff I was bitching about?
I did not say that.
I said no, TP.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, like, okay, for those who don't, I said sounded like Brianna Wu, as in, Anita sounded like, it sounds like Anita's arguments are just akin to, like, again, like, so, like, and your criticisms, I was thinking, like, almost interchangeably, Anita and Wu are just I don't know.
Check something real quick.
Not that you sounded like woo. I mean, Anita sounded like woo.
Okay. So, I guess.
Then again,
sleep
she is
tonight.
part of the movement, apparently. You know, that great move.
Okay, you can kill me now. I get,
Nah.
No, I think we should probably let you suffer a little bit.
Yeah. You have to sit here for the full video.
Yep, you're gonna be here.
okay.
Just welcome to hell, TP. You can take your ticket and find it!
Entitlement to women is made even more explicit in many versions of Double Dragon. At the end of the game, after the final boss has been defeated and the damsel in distress saved, Player 1 and Player 2 must fight each other over who gets to have Marion, and with her, the smooch of victory.
My god. My god.
Marion's desires
My god.
are not
Yes.
part of the equation. She has no say in the matter. She simply fills the role of a trophy for whichever player is ultimately victorious.
Okay,
This-
pause. Wasn't she the girlfriend of one of the characters in Double Dragon?
Good question.
I'm gonna look it up
Oh,
because
great.
Oh, and Castle Crashers, because that's a perfect example, even though it was a giant fucking parody.
Yay! 2008 shit! Go for it!
And it was making fun of Double Dragon while keeping one of the fun things in Double Dragon.
the fact that you could beat each other up at the end.
Yeah.
Show which person is.
What are the comments saying?
My god.
I am the comment section.
Wait, who?
Okay.
Okay.
You gay.
Yeah.
Hit play.
Similar scenarios in more contemporary games like Castle Crashers.
Castle Crashers is a parody, you dumb bitch. And it ends with a joke on that parody.
6 primary ways the women as reward trope manifests in video games. Over the course of this episode, we will examine each in turn. In addition to earned cinema.
Okay, I just checked. Marion was one of the characters, Billy's love interest.
Yeah.
Well, that goes further and more.
Maddox we've already discussed, we will cover the trope as it relates to Easter eggs, unlockable costumes, experience points, collectibles, and
Please bring up
I will bury your brain!
Please, for the love of God, bring up Bayonetta. I hope to God she brings up Bayonetta.
I don't know. She doesn't from what I watch. She might later. This is a long video.
Easter eggs are intentionally hidden secrets or jokes which developers conceal inside of their games. Like the eggs at a children's Easter egg hunt, these secrets are usually difficult to find, but are meant to be discovered as rewards for particularly industrious gamers. Easter eggs can be hidden messages, items, secret characters, or random events. And
Or
they're
rape culture!
Yeah!
Rape culture!
Well, we're gonna pause this video every 5 seconds, aren't we?
experimentation with the game's systems and mechanics in order to uncover these extra treasures. Some can be found inside game environments, while others require a cheat code to unlock. For example, if players input a specific button sequence while starting up the 1991 role-playing game Rings of Power, the title screen would change. By pressing down, right, A, B, C, and the start button, players were rewarded with an image of a topless woman next to the Naughty Dog logo. Easter eggs are, of course, not inherently problematic, and gaming history is filled with examples of neat secrets that designers have hidden away for players to discover. But too frequently, Easter eggs are used as another way to reward players with women's bodies. Tony Hawk's Theater 4 included a secret unlockable character named Daisy, who bore the likeness of porn star Jenna Jameson.
No, she was based off of another porn star that was named after the same name. She actually modeled for it, and she was okay with it. It's not objectifying if the woman agrees with me.
No, it's rape.
No, it's forced rape! I don't care what it is, it's still
They rape her into the video game.
My god.
If the woman is perfectly okay with it, then it's not rape. It's not.
It is. Yeah, no, shut up, TP. It is.
Rape is.
Quit mansplaining.
No! No, that's...
Sexualized appearance and skateboard tricks are designed as a reward for those players who unlocked her. One way to do that is by entering this code.
The sounds of Tony Hawk is
Probably one of the most famous women as
Back to Metroid.
reward Easter eggs brings us back to Samus Aran. The original Metroid used a password system to save progress. By inputting the secret code Justin Bailey into this system, gamers would unlock a powered-up playable version of Samus wearing only her leotard-style bathing suit.
Patriarchy.
Patriarchy.
How is that an issue?
It is. It's patriarchy.
No. She went from a porn star to Samus in a leotard.
Oh my god. It's like jumpy jacks all over everything. Look! Sorry.
Green isn't a real
actually-
hair color. It's holding women to impossible standards.
Yes.
Ugh.
Who can wear those shoes? No one can except her.
No
That's
one.
impossible.
No one can rock those shoes except for Samus.
Exactly. That's just
Patriarchy.
infringing on my patriarchy rights, and I want my card back.
Only here she has the powers of the Vari
I mean, I probably could, but, women.
suit and its
patriarchy.
associated color palette swap, which changes her hair color to green. Players can then play the entire game as Samus without her space armor. So she ends up exploring a hostile alien world and fighting off deadly monsters in her underwear.
What?
Oh no!
No.
Oh my god!
The video game's
Yes,
not
yes,
realistic!
God said
Call the
that!
police! Call the police!
Oh god!
No.
Scalding
Like
birds!
in her underwear, wherever you can argue the fact that that's what she wears under her armor.
Yeah, it's like a Zero suit.
It's like a prototype of the Zero suit. That makes no sense.
Just why?
Stupid.
Why? Like complete undergarments, anyone?
Welcome to the HoverCon Intergalactic Hoverboard Competition.
There's a
Oh
bizarre
god, not Ratchet and
the
Clank.
original Ratchet
I
and
love
Clank.
that game.
If the player does a
Sorry.
series of side flips in front of a green-skinned alien, the woman's breasts will suddenly begin to inflate. The more gymnastic stunts performed, the larger her boobs will become.
Wow.
I don't know about you guys, this is really turning me on.
Oh my
Totally
god.
meant to- Yeah.
It'll go to infinite sizes, everyone.
There are so many women as reward-style Easter eggs in the Metal Gear Solid series.
Oh no.
It would take
Arrgh!
First released for the PlayStation in 1998 and then remade for the GameCube in 2004, Metal Gear Solid featured not one but two separate Easter eggs that allow players to see Meryl Silverberg in her underwear.
I remember
The
that.
second of these Easter eggs requires players to follow Meryl into the ladies' room and interrupt her while she's changing. If this is done quickly enough, the next cutscene will play with Meryl in her underwear.
I don't know. Maybe because she hasn't put her pants on.
Oh god. This is also turning me on.
Keep it in your pants, man. Keep it in your pants. No, but it's. I'll keep going.
Yep.
Keep in your pants while she doesn't have hers on.
Disguise.
Yeah. What happens whenever you barge into a room and a person has got their pants on? You're going to
Jumping ahead
see
to the
underwear.
board game. The protagonist is assigned a psychologist for PTSD counseling. During these remote sessions, if players shake their PlayStation controller, the psychologist's breasts will bounce and jiggle in response.
Memories
What?
resurface from his childhood when he fought for Solidus in the Liberian Civil War.
It's more just funny, honestly.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that Easter eggs are not accidents or
Yeah.
glitches. They're intentionally put into the game by the designers, and as a result indicate the value that the designers
Wait.
themselves place on these female characters.
So Anita right now is just basically saying fucking Kojima.
Yeah.
World Order,
So
Kojima
Anita is
World Order.
DSP. So Anita is DSP. We've officially proven it. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
No. Half-Life 3 will never come. Gaben is you mean.
Players that, yes, these women exist for players to exploit or experiment with for their own amusement. Unlockable outfits are additional costumes earned during gameplay, which allow gamers to play dress-up with player characters or party members. Alternative skins, as they're sometimes called, come in all shapes and sizes, and are typically just cosmetic changes to the character's appearance, although sometimes they add special abilities. Many unlockable costumes are cool, wacky, or bizarre, but when applied to female characters, we see a distinct pattern of revealing hypersexualized outfits.
Hooray!
Hooray, everyone!
My other favorite argument, justifying how wrong Japanese culture is by comparing it to American culture. You're a fucking moron.
Yay!
Also, this game was never released in the States.
Again.
So, your point being?
What's your point, honey?
Well, the point
Don't understand!
Wait, I have a question. Is Japan I'm trying to think of the right word, but it's like Japan. Obviously, we have like women can bow, women can do all this, whatever.
No. What's going through my mind is a bit weird. It's like she's saying we're two different cultures without really saying it. It's a bit weird.
Like
It's a weird world, isn't it?
Indeed.
And this weird world is sometimes full of stupid people.
Yeah, we're listening to one right now.
I wouldn't be surprised, considering we've already heard about her and her stupidity.
Yeah, it wasn't really an issue. Alrighty.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can
good.
still hear you. You're good.
All right. Something happened with my microphone. I think it got unplugged on accident. Okay, we're back.
Oh, well, back to the hell that awaits us.
Fetishized bunny, cat, maid, or nurse costumes are commonly used by developers as a way to pander to an assumed straight male player base.
Oh
It's
my
important to
God.
remember that
a lot of these
sexualization
are
is
also
not
from
necessarily-
Japanese, primarily Japanese. The cat thing is totally Japanese.
White male, everyone. It's totally demonizing. We
It's
are
discriminating against cats. It's raping cats. It's bestiality.
Oh
I
God!
am offended,
What's
good
that?
sir.
It's worse. It's worse.
Let's play.
really just about the amount of skin showing, but is instead connected to the question of whether or not a costume is eroticized for the express purpose of titillation.
Hey, why were you wearing that stuffy-looking suit of armor?
Oh, you didn't like it? It's pretty sturdy and protects my body quite nicely. See? Look at this beautiful skin, free of bruises and blemishes.
Very nice. I'm actually worried where my eyes might wander.
You don't look all that worried to me.
I've just got a good poker face. So you're okay? You don't mind leaving your armor behind?
It's sturdy, but it's heavy. Walking around with that on tires me out.
Hey, no complaints here. I prefer eye candy to scary armor any day.
These types of unlockable outfits can be especially pernicious since they often end up undermining women who are otherwise appropriately dressed for active or professional roles.
Oh, don't tell me who that is.
Hmm?
Don't tell me who that is.
It's Jill Valentine.
Oh God.
What?
He told you who it is. You have to kill yourself now.
Okay, goodbye. No.
Let's see.
The franchise has been particularly guilty of this over the years. Almost every major release in the series has included the women as reward trope. Resident Evil is a bit unusual in that since its beginnings in the mid-90s, the franchise has featured a large number of playable female protagonists, most of whom are skilled zombie fighters and have impressive professional resumes, to say the least. Rebecca Chambers is a police officer and medic in the Special Tactics and Rescue Service. Players can dress her up in sexy nurse and cheerleader costumes.
Again,
Valentine
I'm repeating myself at this point. Fuck it.
What?
I'm repeating myself. I'll say this over and over again. It's just like everybody will say. Comparing two different cultures to the same set of standards is comparing apples to oranges. It's just it's completely pointless.
What are you talking about, kid? All cultures are exactly the same.
Yeah, good point.
Okay, it's like
All
saying all
cultures are
apples are the same
Americanese.
I
shape with
noticed
a banana.
Yeah, that's the thing with social justice warriors. They're always like really either Americentric or Eurocentric. Like they think everything revolves around one of those Europe or America, depending on where they are.
This was a problem when I was out at the farmer's market, and I will not settle for this. Fucking hippies.
Oh my God. The world does not revolve around you.
High-ranking Special Operations Agent in the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance, and also the Master of Unlocking. She can be placed in sexy policewoman and sexy pirate outfits. Claire Redfield is a member of a human rights organization that provides aid during bioterrorism incidents. She can be turned into a motorsport umbrella girl. Sherry Birkin is a U.S. government agent working with the Division of Security.
Actually, I'm going to stop for a second. Going back to that point I made earlier about the cultures, like, I know feminists get really mad about the word cunt. In Australia, people say cunt all the time. It means like friend or whatever.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it means something like that. I don't remember exactly, but
Actually, I like what
it's a
Ash
friendly
Pitt
term.
said. Yeah, I like what AshKit says here. She's right that these tropes are common, but it's not like, oh my god, freak the fuck out. Also, it seems like she's against all sexualization, just the kind in which that women has agency. Also, she can't just flat out say Japan is a nation of savages or something like that because she'll be seen as a racist. I'm not saying the Japanese are a nation of women hating savages. Who needs to be bombarded yet again? But.
Security operations.
It is a country that brought us something special, after all. Anyone want to guess?
You know, I have a question. I'm gonna look at we have all these women alternate costumes. What about the male alternate costumes?
Are you kidding me? Did you see the recent bitch and complaint on the Mary Sue? About Street Fighter V. About the alternate. What is it? They just released our Mika. That like her all her just her trailer, and it's like, oh my god, they're so demeaning women, and then they show the alternate attire. It's like, hey everybody, look over here, Rio looks like a stud, objectifying men.
My god.
Wait, Anita was saying that?
No, it wasn't Anita, it was somebody else, but I'm just saying the mindset is there. It's a double
that
standard.
any sexualization is objectification.
I'm going to turn off
Elena Harper is a Secret Service agent and a former member of the CIA. Her unlockable costumes include another sexy police woman.
Compared to the other ones, it's tame as fuck.
A skirt and garter belt. Shiva Alamar is an agent for the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance, operating in the West African branch. The tribal print bikini outfit is especially disconcerting because it combines the sexualization of a female character with the racist tradition of exotifying women of color, particularly women of African ancestry.
The background music helps.
Totally.
More on that topic in an upcoming video. As a reward for completing the main game
I love how she brings up her major argument is a series that's known for this stuff. You know? It's not even like it's not even like hidden from the fans. It's like, yeah, that shit's there, but it's like she can't even bring up like the hidden meanings of games that you just didn't see. It's like it's either she's stating the obvious of something that every gamer already fucking knows and ignores, or she is just trying to say, oh my god, this is so objectifying, whenever it's a goddamn parody.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. I just had to turn off notifications on Skype, and I just got pizza, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just. Because I don't want to.
Players gain
No, continue. Just continue.
the ability to shove these female police and special agents into the digital equivalent of those patronizing sexy Halloween costumes we see.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They're giving women have the choice to buy revealing outfits. It's patronizing.
It's the patriarchy.
It's like a choice.
Okay, we're gonna make costumes and patronize women on purpose.
If they're willing to wear it, don't have to. Oh! I can't believe all the women have sexy attires. I think one of the best pictures, like, don't fucking wear it. And that's the same thing for the costumes in the game. If you don't want to fucking use it, don't fucking use it.
No, it's like you walk into Party City and they just force you into one of those.
But yeah, if you're a woman, you instantly detect breast. Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen the mistake a few times. I've seen the machines. It's instantly, if they detect breast on the human being, they'll instantly put them in a suit, no matter what. That just objectify them. It totally fucking happens, you dumb bitch.
Mass-produced every year.
Oh my god.
Ensembles are not only completely inappropriate for the mission at hand, but also reduce otherwise capable characters to sexual objects for the voyeuristic enjoyment of players.
And the other people, like the other male characters as well, their costumes are those appropriate for freaking zombie hunting?
God damn it.
You know, what is technically appropriate for zombie hunting?
It's not realistic.
No! Guys, remember that example that she did give us, right? You know, Anita? Apparently that is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, that one stick figure that was apparently so perfect.
Yeah, I'm also looking at some of the male alt costumes, and I'm sorry, I did not know wearing wrestling attire in the middle of a zombie field is such a smart move. It's what is it? I'm looking at some of these attires. They all make no goddamn. What is it? A guy looks like he's a sailor. One of the characters, Chris Redfield from Resident Evil Revolutions, the game she's showing off right now. You know what his alternative attire is? It's what is it? The YMCA. I forgot their names. The Village People, right? It is
Oh yeah, them.
the Village People sailor attire.
I swear to
in
God.
the Navy.
Actually sounds funny.
I swear to God, I'm
He's
going
in
to
short-
By the way, I should
anything
probably
about
mention
Smash.
this.
They should make a Resident Evil game where you can like 4-player co-op as the Village People. See ya.
That's hot.
By the way, Burning Glaive 572. Yes, Bob Senpai is not noticing you.
But you just noticed, Bop Senpai.
Don't make them think.
But, brain.
No, Kayden. Play the video again.
Wish I could tell you.
The latest game in the series, 2015's Resident Evil Revelations 2, continues this condescending tradition by offering DLC that puts Claire Redfield into a sexualized cowgirl outfit and forces Moira into whatever the hell this is supposed to be. The developers call it an urban ninja costume.
It looks kind of like Courtney from Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, yeah.
Omega Ruby, first off, and secondly, if you've somehow made that more
Whatever, I don't
sexualized.
I love
Let me see
how
the
she's
hoodie.
trying to make an informative video by keeping her bias away in that statement, too.
Bias, man. Wait a minute. Anyone see what she's also holding? You
That's
notice it?
script, most likely. Or maybe someone's
Hey,
dick. I don't know.
unprofessionalism, everyone. Welcome to the world of unprofessionalism, where you have anything.
She's already paid. She doesn't have to be a professional anymore.
Yeah, I don't see how this is entirely.
I'll get my gun,
unprofessional. I mean,
everyone.
I'm gonna stop and play Candy Crush real quick.
Oh God.
Meanwhile, the male playable character, Barry, gets a gentleman's commandant alternative costume.
You know, I still don't see how that's. I still don't see like.
Wait, right there. She just said one male character.
Uh-huh.
We have a problem here. I'm looking this
I
up
didn't
right
really
now.
hear. Hang on. I need to.
I'm trying to find the alt costumes for males.
Meanwhile, the male playable character, Barry, gets a gentleman's commandant alternative costume.
Okay, so she's talking about one.
Alternative costumes.
Let's look.
The cherry picking. Give me a sec. It's hard to find this stuff whenever your wiki sucks ass.
Anyone getting the feel in the mood to want to punch something in the face right now?
Unlockable costumes. 2.
Just saying.
That's a lot
rape.
in my life.
It's fist rape.
It's fist rape. Yes.
Oh God.
5-finger death rape.
What? What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. I'm
Wait,
gonna.
I forgot to put Revelations. Whoops.
Yeah, Revelations. Okay.
Or as Jontron pointed out, whatever Revelations typo is.
I'm gonna send this to TP so we can see. It granted has one of the female characters in like a scantily clad pirate attire, but I want you to see the two guys.
Okay, so
Hey there. Have you ever
one
seen
of them is one of them like
No picture.
one of them is shirtless, definitely.
This
The guy is shirtless, and the other guy.
Yeah, look at this. Look at these.
Like
Look
barely
at this one.
sleeves,
Look at this one.
short
Is this not
sailor
sexy?
outfit.
Oh yeah, no. Since it's men, it's not objectifying. It's just funny.
It's true. It's true.
Pain in the ass.
Oh, let's move on.
Yeah.
Get the point.
Excuse me.
Men are rarely objectifying. They're instead presented as tough guy power fantasies for other straight men to identify with. And when men are stripped down to their beachwear, it's most often meant as a lighthearted joke. For example of a game that.
No, continue.
No. I'll argue against that right fucking now. I'll argue against that right fucking now. One of the major things that she is ignoring is it still objectifies men. It's using her own argument. It's holding men up to a standard that they cannot reach.
What did I tell you, Kayden? Stop mansplaining. God damn it.
I will mansplain as long as I can manspread. And I'm going to say this right now. If I keep hearing this bullshit, I'm going to chuck my computer out my window.
You'll probably just do more than chuck your computer out the window.
I'll just pour some.
You will literally destroy it. Oh, and by the way, BoP featuring feminism. Yay!
Right. Alice managed
can we pause that again? That reminded me of since it's actually kind of related to a BoP commentary that I recently recorded lines for. We can keep that on the down low for now, but all I can say is how many of these sexualization, quote unquote sexualized women are just power fantasies. I mean, you can make an argument that that's still objectification, but if it's objectification for women, it's just as much objectification for men because they're both power fantasies.
Yeah. It's like implying being sexy is a bad thing. It's implying that looking good is a bad thing. And that's another thing that really drives me nuts. Is she's trying to vilify actually having a very attractive body, having a body that these characters, if they were real life and had these decisions, if you're basing it off of first of all, I'm going to say this right now, I don't care if it's fiction. Since she's bitching about fictional characters, I'm going to give this fictional idea some fictional logic. These characters chose to dress this way.
Correct.
Unlockable dresses.
Of course.
And if you must go the bunny girl or cat girl route, this right here is definitely the way to do it.
How is that an example?
In many
Why?
are earned by completing tasks like defeating monsters.
How is that a goddamn example? Like she had one of the biggest tropes in gaming, the bunny girl attire and the cat girl attire, and she uses Alice in Wonderland. She uses American McGee's goddamn fucking Alice. You dumb fucking bitch. You actually had a point and you lost it. What the fuck is
I'm glad I enjoyed this stream now.
Gentlemen, this is what happens when BoP features feminism. We go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
We will go.
No, we'll go nuts on Red Pillars too. We'll go nuts on Red Pillars too.
It wasn't at first, but yeah, this is going all right.
Seriously, I feel like I want to punch a window.
Once enough experience points have been accumulated, player characters can periodically level up, making them stronger or giving them access to new abilities. Unfortunately, designers sometimes tie the awarding of experience points directly to sexual interactions with female characters, effectively transforming women into conduits which players can utilize to become more powerful warriors. In the 2007 game Conan, for example, dozens of half-naked maidens are chained up throughout the game.
It's also based on an archaic story in the past, in a time frame whenever that was completely okay. Your point does not stand. Also, Ashkit has a point here. I'll read it for him, for the person. The reason why violence against women is not rampant in Japan is because their all-encompassing culture of shame prevents them from doing so. Japanese culture is so proactive. Pro-authority, and they strongly disagree and discourage rocking the boat. Hence, they don't rape and murder like they would if they had more socially liberal culture, like we have in the West. But yes, the status in women goes something like this: women, the dirt, the worm inside the dirt, popo, stool, kami, and popo. So again, justifying Japanese culture.
Before we go on,
pecking order.
Yeah.
Where's Monsieur Popo when you need him most?
The thing is that they know that certain cultures are civilized and certain cultures are savage, but they're worried about being seen as racist for calling out other cultures for their misogyny. Let's face it, Japan is literally a patriarchy as far as I know. I'd agree with that. The more I read into Japan, it's like it's kind of objectifying, but still... again, justifying two different cultures to hold up to the same fucking standards. If anything, if she wants to bitch about any culture, she needs to talk about what's wrong with Japanese culture, not American culture.
Not to mention, this is the country that brought us something, anyone can want to guess.
Bukkake.
What?
Hentai.
No, it's start. I'm just gonna.
Tentacle porn?
I tried out to mention this. Start from an age.
I just said hentai.
Ramen noodles? That objectifies women.
Filthy Frank.
It's still.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was playing Pokemon White. Did anything interesting happen?
No.
Apart from Kayden blowing up. Debatable.
Legit point. She had an actual problem, and she dropped the fucking ball.
What do you expect? It's Anita.
It is Anita. She
dumbass.
is the complete idiot of what you know now. You now know.
They essentially function as sexualized treasure chests, rewarding the player with experience points, which are then used to unlock more powerful fighting moves.
That, ma'am, is a treasure chest.
We've
I said.
Oh
What
god.
was I talking about? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, that was a legit treasure chest. So, ma'am, your point.
That treasure chest was raped by that guy's foot.
It penetrated that. Okay, we're gonna if we keep that up, we're gonna get flagged. Okay, take it. Keep going, man.
Okay.
Also, god damn it.
Get out.
What's a war?
A number of other games tie experience points directly to sex. The God of War games, for instance, established a tradition of including mini-games that reward.
This is an Easter egg. You don't have to do this. This could have been in the Easter egg part. I am doing your job for you.
Oh god. That vase, man.
Wait. I thought some of these scenes were. I know, like in 2, I think that's optional, but I thought in like the first one it wasn't like.
I remember her doing the same thing with Hitman and Watch Dogs. Like, well, Watch Dogs was different, but Hitman, it was something completely optional that you were actually penalized for doing.
Okay, Rhino's going to try and join in here in a second.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say it right now. I think we may have to make this like adults only because of all the boobs.
Yeah, maybe.
But this is informal, so it's completely okay to show smut.
So, a little bit. For those that at least want to keep their clean and healthy lives, I would recommend that you can always click something else on YouTube. Trust me, you'll want to refer yourself to PK Hex.
Honestly, listening to Anita Sarkeesian isn't appropriate for anyone, so...
That too, yeah. Because, let me tell you something. I am losing brain cells!
I can tell.
Reward the player for successfully having sex with one or more women. Completing these little QuickTime events earn players red orbs that are used to upgrade attacks and
Question. I'm not a fan of God of War, so I can't really say this by example. So, it's just a basic question. Did that happen all the time in God of War?
It happened one time, from what I can tell.
It's once per, it's from what I can tell, it's once per game. That being said, it's once per game.
I'm gonna go and be right back real quick. I'm gonna get something to drink.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
Also, they're talking about the prostitutes thing in Grand Theft Auto 5. That's optional. You don't have to do that at all.
I have never picked up a prostitute.
Well, I would like to say, like, though optional stuff are still in the game.
And also, are you not doing it? Hey, Rhino.
Holla holla, big dollar.
We're talking about.
You have to go out of your way to do the prostitute thing.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah.
Let her play her argument before we actually say
I kind of
something.
did it to like test it, and I couldn't even figure it out at first. I didn't know how to do it. Like that's how
Sure, just to test it.
out of the way it is.
By the way, Ryan, this call showed titty.
Really? Yes.
And you missed it.
Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you. How? Okay,
Okay, just making sure.
No, we can't hear you for the simple fact that we're replying to you.
Well, no. I came in and like y'all were kind of talking to me.
Hey, Ryan.
Hi. Sorry that I'm late.
That's
Computer is currently in kill. I'm not sure if it's the hard drive or it's the fans, but I'm taking it in tomorrow.
I got it. I got everything to work out.
Oh, Ryan's fans.
We got some more points from.
I've been enjoying I've been enjoying the stream so far, so that's something. You did it, Ski.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Notice that her
You
positive
freaking winter
example for
sport.
cat or bunny girl is Western, not Japanese.
Bunny girl,
Oh, yeah.
anyone? Did you see? I'm back.
I like for the record, at that point, Kayden, I was mentally screaming.
I was literally screaming. It's like we know though Anita Sarkeesian will never have a problem with Shrek because Shrek is love. Shrek is love. Can we get this guy in? Can we get Ash Kit in? Can we?
Shrek is the meaning
No.
of equality.
Damn. That would be awesome because this person's.
We already got 5. We don't need more.
Okay, fair. I mean, we could always get.
Also,
we
to
don't.
be fair, this is
Kayden?
Let's not make it more crowded. This is good.
and to be
Okay.
fair, it is,
Allows players to buy
everyone's-
sex from prostitutes
Get in the car.
and rewards them by restoring their health meter. In Grand Theft Auto 5, players are given additional encouragement to solicit prostitutes their characters.
All the dick.
It took a while to actually
Don't
do
you-
it.
All the G!
There are better ways to
That was
lose your health anyway, if that's what you're doing it for.
That was a noise I didn't mean to make.
What was
I didn't
it?
even hear it.
I made like a chuckle or
Wow.
something.
Stamina rating,
Mm.
which enables those characters to sprint, swim, or ride a bike faster for longer periods of time. Similarly, in The Witcher,
Wait, what was that? Was that supposed to be sexist? I didn't see.
No. She was using that stamina scene as an example. But
What?
again, this whole entire thing is, it's another way to increase your stamina: running and riding a bike.
Having sex. Well, yeah.
I mean, all of those things are things I would like doing.
I mean, it seems like a really silly and not worth it way, like a way that I cannot speak words.
Oh.
those characters to sprint, swim, or ride a bike faster for longer
Basketball lady.
Similarly, in The Witcher 3, Geralt earns a handful of experience points for buying sex from prostitutes, and he earns more points for
What time
sex
is
with
it?
the courtesans in the wealthier
Oh.
districts than with the strumpets in the poor parts of the city.
Greetings to the honourable
A
gentleman.
prostitute?
Mate, is
Ay vey.
Aren't prostitutes like willing?
They're willing to give up their body
Yeah.
for cash,
What is?
especially
No.
especially wenches. So
Yeah.
Not to.
Aren't
Yeah.
aren't there people in that profession who are male too, though?
yeah.
Yeah, that
Trans
applies
people.
too. And again, it's on their decision.
Actually, they're
They
women
make a
that
choice.
you pay to get themselves raped.
Okay, I don't really believe
Yeah.
in that one.
No, yes, it
Yeah.
is. Yes.
Just
Yeah,
don't
the-
work.
You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. It's paid oppression.
No, I
Yeah.
thought you were being serious there for a second. Never mind.
Ryan, this hurts right now.
we're prepared to fulfil your every whim.
I like you. Like how you look. Like how you smell.
When women are used as sexualized experience point dispensers, the sexual scenarios are
That's an
themselves
example of just someone being creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
designed to validate the masculinity of presumed straight male players. But there's a dual reward here. Absorbing these expressions of female sexuality carries with it the ability for male characters to grow stronger, faster, and more capable, reducing the women to points in a mathematical equation that directly links the flippant consumption of female sexuality to an increase in male power. Note that while the consumption of women makes male characters more powerful, it has nothing to do with mutual relationship building. The relationship, such as it is, ends with sex or rescuing the woman. At that
A lot of
point,
these
you
also
search
with
your
prostitutes.
Yes.
Pointed out.
You want to know the biggest issue with this?
What?
A lot of this seems to make the assumption that women don't want to bang ever.
Yeah. So
they
technically,
don't.
she's slut shaming right now. She's
Whoa.
going against her own loop logic.
Whoa.
Fuck my channel.
I mean, these prostitutes
They don't
are willingly
Don't you
giving their
believe
bodies
in
for
evolution.
It also goes on this whole entire thing. What if the woman didn't want to sell it, just wanted to have sex?
No.
Again,
Rape.
it is
Rape.
on her.
It has to be written in a signed consent form in the 3rd degree and has to be approved by a notoriety in New York City.
Like for
That's
every
the only that's just to hold her hand. Don't get me fucking started for just peck kisses. Oh my god.
we got to get the bureau on that.
Yeah.
Like you gotta say yes.
Fill out a bunch of paperwork.
And you gotta ask him multiple times.
You have to get through notorieties through 5 lawyers just to look at her.
Yeah.
Purpose. Players have reaped the benefits, and her value has been depleted. Like an empty energy drink container, she is simply cast aside after being consumed.
What?
And another alternative, which people, seriously, for me, I guess it's just like a narrow perspective on this, but it's like, for me, I have never used a prostitute once in Grand Theft Auto 5, and the multiple times I've played that game. So please tell me how it's, and I've met several people that just don't even remember their prostitutes in the game. If it was something like Grand Theft Auto Vice City, where really everything was pretty obvious. God damn. And also, she just explained an alternative that people have an easier way of doing it. Seriously, it's a cheaper, faster, and more efficient way than grabbing a prostitute. Granted, getting the prostitute furthers the story for Michael DeSanta.
That is funny. Like she shows a better way the more efficient way to do it. That's why no one actually does the prostitute thing to help. You have to go way out of your way.
Yeah.
No one's gonna do that.
I know, right, guys?
That's hard.
Yeah, you can make an argument that there are people who probably do that because they want. I was gonna say, like, there are probably gonna be, admittedly, a few people that want to have the blowjob because it's a virtual blowjob. But I think most people with some sort of rationale actually know that it's actually not that good. It's not efficient.
Yeah, like,
no.
A big issue is like there's a better way you could word a lot of this, and it would I could at least say, It's more of like a lot of these examples seem more like video games just overall. Like I mean, some examples you could say. I'm trying to figure out how to word it. Or like could be
trash. I told you.
Using the sex as some kind of like sales tactic, but even then, that wouldn't be really considered an awful thing.
Yeah.
I've seen and heard Grand Theft Auto be praised to high heaven, and never is it because of blowjobs.
Except for San Andreas, but that's because of a fucking leak.
Yeah. I think did that get him like an AO rating because of that or something?
The PC version got the AO.
Oh.
And they actually had to return all store copies of the PS2 game so nobody could crack the coding and put it on there.
Yeah.
Put one on.
Set dressing. For more on the myriad of issues with these types of characters, see our 2 videos on the women as background decoration trope.
Or we can
AKA kindly go jump off a bridge.
Thank you.
Items placed or hidden throughout a game world for players to find. Some collectible objects have effects on gameplay, such as boosting player stats or serving as score multipliers. Other collectibles.
You know what this like before she even presents anything, what I'm imagining is just a game where like the collectibles is just floating boo.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm calling it right now. It's going to be Duke Nukem Forever, and it's also going to be the Deadpool game, which are fucking comedies.
I mean, you can say
and both
Nukem Forever,
and both bad games.
Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument.
Fight you on the Deadpool.
Deadpool was actually pretty good, I think.
Okay, you can make an argument.
I never played the Deadpool one, honestly. I've heard mixed things about it.
It's most
I've heard mixed.
The quality of the
dialogue
games,
and everything.
the quality of the games, and the quality of how they're comedies does not change the fact that they're comedies. I mean, if they're good, if you want to argue they're good comedies or bad comedies, go ahead and argue that, but don't try and.
It's a pretty bad comedy, but Deadpool was a good one.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to say, whether or not either game is considered a bad comedy or a good comedy, neither of them are playing them straight.
It's comedy, yeah.
It's subjective.
They're not being serious.
Yeah, just because you don't see it fucking funny doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't see fucking funny. On the Deadpool situation, his is just him failing every single time. One of the fucking jokes is he thought he was going to be running across a big-breasted span, but it ends up it's just Cable in his fucking imagination.
I remember that, yeah. That was funny.
Dumbass.
There were some jokes in Duke Nukem Forever I thought were kind of chuckle-worthy, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Every once in a while,
It had its moments.
pretty garbage.
Simulated to provide a sense of accomplishment. Once acquired, some collectibles unlocked concept art or other media fragments that can be viewed later in galleries selected from the game's menu screen.
Like oppression.
Inspire exploration.
That was it.
Or Obama.
I blame Obama.
Obama got my soul.
I want a game where Obama is a collectible.
It is. Remember, it is Payday 2.
Okay, let's continue, please.
Okay.
And replayability.
That should be American Game 2. Obama's the collectible.
Yes, American Game 2.
However, when they're designed to function as an extension of the women as reward trope, players are encouraged to view women's bodies.
What game is this?
Shell Shock, which is a Vietnam video game, which was also considered shit.
Yeah.
Why is she pulling out the shit games again?
Because she has no argument.
I have a question. Was one of the criticism against the game stuff like this?
You could have easily used the Splatterhouse, like the Splatterhouse remake. I mean, you still would have been wrong, but holy crap!
Yeah.
It's just like it's like bringing up an example that's not from a crap game.
Oh, here we go, Splatterhouse.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay. Here are the scores for Metacritic for that was Shell Shock Nam 67. Here's the Metacritic scores: PS2 58 out of 100, Xbox 58 out of 100, PC 50 out of 100.
Well, it's a mediocre game, but
10 out of 10.
Still.
2010 remake of Splatterhouse. Players are encouraged to collect ripped-up pieces of photographs of the protagonist's girlfriend, which are spread around each level.
Okay, Ryan, you want to defend this one?
Once the player...
I mean, I'm not the biggest Splatterhouse fan, but honestly...
Is it under the context it lets it go? See,
yeah,
it's his goddamn fucking girlfriend?
Yeah, it's his GF mange. I mean, like, I'd have pics of my GF boob. I don't know.
So you're right
Put them in a video game and collect them.
I have a lot of pictures of my right hand. But
I love you.
But it's like it's just the same thing. It's just like freaking just blowing the issue out of the water.
See, here's another thing too, and this may be something from a completely different thing. I was reminded about this of a Mick Foley book. He was talking about how Ole Anderson was talking about what was it? You drive by a car wreck and it's just how somebody dies and it's just like, oh my god, that's terrible. You drive by another car wreck a little bit afterwards and you see 2 dead bodies, like, oh my god, that's terrible. After the 5th car, the only thing that's going through your mind is, well, we just stopped seeing the fucking cars. It's getting annoying now.
It's just like I like the biggest argument is that these are like collectibles that you don't have to get. You don't have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you don't even have to. No, that's a lot of this. It's like you don't even have to pay attention to it because it's not your demographic.
Random
the cherry picked arguments is
correct things in video games, and this is the reason why video games are just completely inherently misogynistic.
Yes, it's the patriarchy, Ryan. It's the patriarchy.
Yeah, it's just it's just like ignore the aspects of it that would be against what you personally want, and let other people have what they. It's just like men want boobs. Games have aspects.
Like arguing
this world was created for
movie
boobs.
or what described the actual movie.
No. Not only that, men want boobs. Women don't mind boobs either.
They have to have they have them on their bodies.
By the way,
it's just like at the end of the day, go to your demographic Let other people have their thing. Let men have the boobies.
No, we have to police everyone's thoughts.
Okay. I'll be 100% of getting rid of boobs if it starts being replaced by dong. How about that? Is that okay? Would that make you happy?
Fuck!
Expand.
The ultimate expansion of dong.
Yes.
Well, I'm part of that movement. I'm going to be in the next. I'm gonna be in the remake of the next the next God of War game that is coming out in like 4 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Kratos.
Of private, personal sexual photos.
Oh, good.
I swear to God, you put this on the internet, and your ass is grass buster.
It still implies that she was okay with him having the fucking picture. There he is.
Wait.
Against her will, by the way. I want to point that out.
Wait, your ass is grass? He's Plantkin!
I knew it.
No,
You're oppressing his people.
Women as reward trope takes the form of corporate branded product placement. For instance, 2K Games officially partnered with Playboy to include 50 hidden magazines scattered throughout Mafia 2's open world environment. Once found, each collectible opens to reveal vintage centerfolds from real 1950s Playboy issues.
Okay.
The discovery
wasn't that apparently as you said, like a partnership?
Yeah.
So it's more. I'm just saying, like,
people got money, boobs gave to men, and something. Shut up, Anita.
Acknowledge lesbians anywhere. Lesbians exist.
acknowledge them.
Yeah.
They exist for a reason.
Because of the brubble.
Quit being sexist.
I'm just thinking, like, you said this is a partnership.
No, not only is the partnership a situation. My major deal is these are pictures made in the 1950s and 60s.
Yeah, they were made long before the video game had
If this is an argument on why Playboy is bad, I guess I'd let it go. But still, your argument doesn't hold weight for the sense that the argument is old.
At least with Splatterhouse, at least the Splatterhouse images, as far as I can tell, like from what I can gather, the Splatterhouse images were created for Splatterhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the game's inventory, and are available to be perused at the player's whim.
Boobs.
Konami's Metal Gear Solid series took this trend a step further.
Go. This guy.
By actually turning pornography into a weapon. In Metal Gear Solid, Playboy magazines scattered throughout the game world for players to find. When acquired, the magazines are stored in the game's weapons inventory, alongside rifles and handguns, and serve a dual purpose.
It's supposed to be a distraction tool.
You can also use them to set traps by laying the centerfolds open on the battlefield to distract enemies.
That's the only purpose they exist. It's a tactic to use to distract stupid fucking guards so you can knock them out.
Wouldn't that serve the opposite purpose? Because wouldn't it be mocking the soldiers for only wanting the bosom?
Exactly.
They should have made it, like, explode.
The exploding bosom!
They explode in his head. They should have made it do that.
If anything, it's Kojima saying, "You're right. You're right that there are several men that act this way. But here's the thing: you want to exploit it. Here it goes." It's not exploiting the women's bodies, exploiting the stupid men who fucking look at this trash. So yes, us.
Konami's trash, but for other reasons.
Konami World Order.
Ooh, what's this?
I'm sorry, that's too funny.
Yeah. You know, I have a question.
I want to look at that again. What did he?
Boy!
What
the fuck?
This is awesome.
In the first Witcher game, players are awarded romance cards for successfully seducing each of over 24 different non-playable female characters.
Let's take our relationship further.
I'm sorry, we've already established this point, but my God, they're all
Bring up The Witcher again.
No. Now she's just reiterating her points about these games.
Like other
She's not
examples.
brought up any new examples throughout this entire deal. Fuck her. I'm done.
Okay.
You
We'll move on to a different video.
Pokemon, gotta catch them all.
Let's finish this. Let's finish this piece of trash.
Okay.
Angry Kayden.
Let's look at the comments.
It's just a bunch of people saying it's just a bunch of people saying why where's Youngblood Fantasy 91?
Over and over.
Wow, someone actually wants to say, "Hi guys, I would want to join BoP." What?
First, you have
here's
to
how you-
send a notoriety to Rhino Mills and send me $40 million.
And suck my dick.
Or you can
Also, you have to sell your soul.
You have to sell your soul to the devil
And suck my dick.
I was actually going to say you just have to sell your soul to Kara.
Yeah, sell your soul to Larry Mycenage. And then suck my dick.
You go to hell, suck up Jared Funk. Let's sell your soul.
Hey, look, it's me. Oh.
All right.
Graphic collectibles are saved in the player's inventory and are available to be ogled at any time.
Ogled.
Souvenirs function as a private trophy collection, encourage
Skip
to work
this.
as a private trophy collection, then achievements serve as a public trophy case, on display for all to see. Achievements, or trophies,
I'm just gonna bring up God of War.
Can we stop here for a minute?
Yes.
Putting my bet right now that she's going to at least admit to one of the Metal Gear Solid games. Putting that right there because I know only achievements.
She's also gonna bring up God of War. God of War 3. She's gonna bring up God of War 3. I know it.
I would probably expect this. God damn it.
systems built into most popular gaming platforms. Unlike collectibles, achievements are earned through in-game actions, but awarded outside of the game environment itself and have no effect on gameplay. Some achievements are rewarded for skill or completion of tasks, while others are arbitrary challenges set up by developers.
Why Stanley Parable of all games?
No. Stanley Parable's hurting her argument right now. All of the achievements for the Stanley Parable are all pointless. They are just there to make fun of achievements. They're a parody of achievements. And the best part about this is you have to do the dumbest of shit and they mean absolutely nothing. At least I could argue some achievements like play GTA 5 for X amount of hours straight or whatever, right? It has some weight to say you've done something. Several other achievements like, oh, touch the side boob of this one character and you instantly get this stuff. It's supposed to be a stupid little nod. You're hurting your argument by starting off with
Are there even any like sexual achievements in Stanley Parable?
No,
Like
there's an achievement.
objectifying or whatever.
Stanley Parable is literally about sex.
Yeah, no.
Again?
There is like, you want me to go on a list of the Stanley Parable? I own that fucking game. Okay.
Wait. Maybe let's let her finish.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that achievement
But-
is on that door 5 times.
It's just one thing that I still wonder.
Think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort.
This is definitely serious, you
These
guys.
systems encourage replayability and provide players with incentives to spend more time inside the game space, experimenting with its environments and characters. By default, your achievements are visible to anyone who views your profile on a gaming platform, and thus they allow players to show off their gaming skill or dedication to their friends. In other words,
Patriarchy.
achievements are designed to function as status.
Patriarchy is real, mates!
A whole host of games reward players with trophies for successfully having sex with characters.
Oh my god.
Here's the most
Oh my-
relevant game that everyone loves
Oh
again.
my god.
I called it. I called it, guys. God of War 3.
God damn it. I fucking thought Metal Gear Solid would be in this list. Great.
Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. God fuck. And San Andreas doesn't have trophies! Ah! Okay, and the original God of War, no trophies. You're made of stupid, aren't you, ma'am?
Are you sure? I think Grand Theft Auto 4 doesn't have like achievements or anything.
Score it.
San Andreas. San Andreas.
Oh, okay. I heard someone say Grand Theft Auto 4 didn't.
They're called Ladies Man.
The gods have truly blessed you, Kratos.
Other games in the God of War series use a variety of euphemistic naming schemes for this. In the PS3 version of the original game, the trophy is titled Rockin' the Boat.
It's also a bronze trophy, as useless as it comes.
Players receive the Hero's Welcome Trophy, and in Chains of Olympus, the award is called 2 Girls, 1 Spartan.
And they're all worthless!
They're as worthless as...
Nico, I really like you!
Some games in the Grand Theft Auto
Oh my gosh, I remember that! I really like you!
It's the dumbest sex scene in the world.
She likes me.
Just so we're clear on what's happening here, players are receiving a literal trophy for
banging
a woman. When games such as these award players with achievements or trophies for sexual conquests, they're directly reinforcing negative ways of thinking about...
It's not a literal trophy. It's a digital achievement. What?
It's a ding noise.
It's not
It's
even
a
that.
literal
It's-
trophy. They said
And
it's in the mail.
again, each trophy has value. If I'm correct, there is a literal trophy out there that has absolutely all the trophies she's shown are basic stuff that you get 5 achievement points on Xbox, or just get a bronze trophy, which is about as useless as 5 achievement
Bronze
points.
trophies aren't worth anything. I know that.
Yeah, just why? It hurts, you know.
You're getting a bronze ding noise.
Not the brain.
AKA the
men and
patriarchy.
women in our society. By presenting sex as an end goal of men's interactions with women, these games frame sexual encounters as challenges to be overcome. Let me emphasize that the problem here is not...
Dude! Getting laid is extremely difficult nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
It was extremely difficult beforehand.
Well, it's still getting laid is really hard. Okay.
Yeah, I've been on the sidelines during Ryan's attempt. Yeah, so
and actually doing it could be a challenge because you got to make sure you last long enough. Otherwise, you're just gonna be mocked.
You'll be mocked for your shit.
in these games.
When did this become?
Can you pause? Blaze actually has something here. She keeps going on about how a lot of the women in these games are overly sexualized for seemingly no reason. At the risk of cherry picking, though, I could just easily easily argue that the evil within game, Ruvik, had no reason to be freaking ripped. I mean, when did he have time to work out when he spent most of his time in a lab? Not to mention he had burns covering almost the majority of his body. So I'm pretty sure that would have been pretty painful.
The goal, and then presenting players with an award for that goal. These achievements function as a form of trophyism. Simply
a lot of
put,
these can also be just seen as markers. Again,
I never.
God of War games. Those are usually just
I never.
how
Is this
far
an actual word? It doesn't.
Yeah, good
sound like a
question.
word.
I never heard of trophyism. Let's
a
let's
word.
go into it, people.
Dude, the trophyism is verbatim, man.
The verbatim is real.
You
Trophyism.
got the word wrong. It's
Trophyism.
Oh my.
That's something completely different.
Metabolic exchange of tissue.
Not a word.
What is
It is a word. It is a word. You know what it's for?
You made it up.
Trophyism is not for that. Go back to that and you'll see it. It is actually a metabolic thing.
Oh, that's not trophyism. You made it up.
My God.
She made it up completely.
Look up on the internet, people.
I'd let her know if she didn't block comments.
It's nice to know that she likes to block comments because apparently we have opposing opinions that could actually hurt her. Ah!
Hi, Tamashi.
Feminism is a tendency for men to view women as objects to be collected
what?
and played
Wait, what?
Never mind.
as symbols of their sexual prowess or virility. These trophy women then serve as a way for men to assert their social status among and relative to other men.
I swear to God, at the very least, link that word. We don't know.
It's not a word. How is she gonna link it? It's not a word.
No. You're expecting Anita Sarkeesian to cite fucking sources.
Yeah, I know. Just.
Does she cite?
God
No,
damn it!
She never does.
This is the game she talks about. You know, she doesn't cite anything other than the games.
Hold on.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
And the transcript. That's it.
At least she cites the games. I mean.
Yeah.
She cites something. Okay. Fine, I'll give her that.
I'll be lenient on that.
I also cite something.
There's that.
A dick. I don't freaking know what I was going with that. When in doubt, talk about dicks. That's
No, you talk about dogs.
Version of Sid Meier's Pirates provides us with a stark illustration of trophyism.
Wait, what? What?
In the game, romancing and then rescuing any of the game's many governors' daughters not only rewards your pirate with the option to marry her, but also wins him extra fame points.
Marrying.
Remember, ladies, never marry a man because you instantly become his trophy. Anita has said it today.
Trophy slash slave
Are, like,
people.
tend to be
Trophy slash slave.
exaggerated and not serious anyway.
That's why Anita's extremely happy with her cats.
The next thing you know, guys. Next thing
Daughters
you
are
know.
largely interchangeable. They don't even have names, and their value as a reward is tied directly to their appearance. Courting and marrying
Every character in that game doesn't have a name. It's all a
marrying a beautiful daughter earns the most
simulator.
of all. Fame points then directly contribute to the social status your character achieves at the end of the game. Depending on the amount of points accrued, you can end up as anything from a lowly pauper to a powerful governor. Other ways to earn fame points include acquiring wealth and defeating rivals. Like all your swashbuckling aids, acquiring a woman becomes just another feather in your proverbial cap.
Because it's not the main purpose of the fucking game.
What?
Yeah.
It's not the main fucking purpose of the game. She's trying to take one of the smallest details that's absolutely pointless in the entire fucking game and make it like it's the entire fucking point.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I really like boobs.
Make them out of
Since in the game's Xbox Live Arcade release, there are achievements for getting married and for courting governors' daughters from all 4 nations at once. These accomplishments also increase your gaming status. Achievements on Sony PlayStation platforms are called trophies, but back when they were first introduced, they were called entitlements, which is a fitting name for those that fall into the women as well.
Oh yeah, I totally love the feature for the PS2 and the Xbox called entitlements. I think my entitlement score was about 500 patriarchies. It was hard to get that high. It was hard to get that high, you fucking lying bitch.
Stop demeaning my accomplishments!
No. The best part is the picture he stopped at.
Yep.
Just look at all the awe of this witch.
Hang on.
Can someone take a screenshot of that image just because?
I screen capped it.
Since entitlement, or more specifically male entitlement, is the crux of much of what we've been discussing in this video, let's take a moment to define what male entitlement actually means. First,
Please don't.
Entitlement
Please don't. Please don't.
No, please do. No, please do, because I want to actually hear you try and say something correct.
And that someone deserves something, that they're owed it, that they have a right to it.
Anita, women can this is the best part. I love this part because Sargon actually ripped this entire portion apart. You
Sargon
could just change male. Yeah, he already did this a while back. Whenever it came out.
You feel fast with those videos. God damn it.
No. He did a live stream. What is it? That you could easily just change male to female, and it's the same fucking thing.
And male entitlement is the conviction that men are owed something by virtue of their gender. It's the belief structure that tells men they deserve to have their whims catered to, both culturally and interpersonally.
You know, I swear that what Kayden just said right there is just fucking true.
Yeah, man.
I can literally just see that right now. Female entitlement, everyone.
Aspects of male entitlement is the false belief that men have a right to survey and use women's bodies. This mentality carries with it a corresponding set of expectations about what women should provide for men. It's a worldview that primarily defines women's social role as vessels of sexuality and men's roles as consumers or patrons of that sexuality. Unlike access to clean water or healthcare, which should be considered human rights that all people deserve simply
Oh man, I stopped on a good
for being
point.
human, access to a woman's affections, her body, or her sexuality is not a right owed to anyone except herself.
And the same can go for men.
Hmm?
And the same can go for men.
Yeah.
She's acting like this is something that's just given to men too. You know, men are objectified on a daily basis. You're trying to justify this whole entire notion that men are not, and men can just get whatever they fucking want. If that's the fucking case, I want to be a lonely wreck that's living in a shitty goddamn apartment, eating fucking terrible food. I would be a fucking king because I have a dick. Shut the fuck up.
Fortunately, male entitlement is
Whoa.
I lost track of what I was going to say because of Kayden's statements.
The male entitlement mindset has a profound impact on how.
Oh yeah, I have. You know, if we are entitled to so much thing, then why are males constantly shat on for being males? Like especially straight white males being criticized because straight white males, but because they're the majority, because they are they're the common people in America.
White splaining.
Yeah.
And interact with women. We see it manifest whenever a man orders a woman to show him her tits, or makes demands during an online game that a woman send him nude or sexual photos.
You heard it from the woman, ladies and gentlemen.
What games are you?
Right
I
there.
mean, people you can block. People.
You know, I could tell some stories.
Go ahead.
I've what is it?
No one cares, so yeah, we're gonna move on. Actually,
fine.
No one
Jeez.
cares about you, Ryan. No one cares.
I care about me, but no. I've what is it? I've had women, believe it or not, come on to me like that.
All women on the We see it whenever a man gropes a woman at an event or convention. We see it whenever a man expects sex in return for buying a woman dinner.
What? Stop right fucking there. What?
I'm gonna before we go on. I want to say something.
Let him say something.
How many times has our culture deemed any of these acceptable? Like at least, or it's like saying, "Show me pictures of your tits on an online game," or asking for sex.
No. I remember watching in a Dove commercial. It told me specifically in bold letters on the top of the screen, it's completely okay to grope women.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this with all sincerity.
More often than not, those people are seen as dicks.
Not only dicks, but sick.
He was like, grope women.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. Wow. To expect just that after dinner.
Fuck. What about Obama?
Women are objects.
This is Obama's fault.
Yes.
My fellow Americans, we must grope women.
You have to put an in there.
My fellow Americans.
Grope women.
Ski, you'd be a wonderful Obama.
You live in the patriarchy.
Patriarchy is real, people.
The patriarchy
Live
is
in the
real.
dream.
Obama guy in my soul.
You live in a rape culture.
All right, let's keep going.
Male entitlement
Let's keep going.
is a mentality that serves as the foundation for the epidemics of date rape and sexual assault in our society. To be clear, this doesn't mean that every individual man consciously thinks that he has a right to the body of every individual woman he sees. Rather, male entitlement operates in the background of our culture. It's a socially constructed mentality that's so deeply ingrained that it's often invisible, operating as an unquestioned base assumption. The critical thing to remember here is that men are not born with this sense of entitlement. It's a learned way of thinking that shapes the way women
Oh god.
bodies.
Sorry about that. I had to bash my head into my goddamn table because that was so stupid. I had to get it out of my head immediately.
Oh. I love what Tin Man just said. You can literally play a
I don't think this even counts as bopcast at this point. This is just Bop makes fun of Anita Sarkeesian for 2 hours.
I'm just
I mean, I can count.
I don't think I'm even going to count this as bopcast.
Can I say this real quick?
It didn't really turn out as that.
Well, I mean, bopcast really wasn't starting off well, but this is a good way to make up, in my opinion.
It was still fun. I just don't think this isn't what I wanted bopcast to be necessarily. I mean,
I called it.
Is it alright if I say something though?
No.
I love what Dimman says here. You could literally play a knife-throwing game with a portrait of Anita as a target. Thank you. I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
You can also die.
No.
Just follow.
I prefer not. I prefer not to die.
I'm a god.
Well, we're gonna die
You
eventually.
can.
So we
Well, then you could get a judge.
A complex socialization process impacted by a whole host of factors. Families, religions, peer groups, movies, pop music, mainstream pornography, and video games.
And Obama.
Oh yeah, because mainstream pornography is totally part of our media that is not is part of a giant stigma that people are fucking against. You dumb fucking... if I say dumb fucking bitch one more time, I'm going to have an aneurysm.
Say cunt, that's cool in Australia.
That's not cool with me. That's exactly what she wants to.
Everyone is dying.
Brutality. So of course video games on their own are not responsible for single-handedly creating male entitlement. However, because games are interactive systems, they can be programmed to reinforce male entitlement in some ways not found in other forms of media.
Wasn't that scene supposed to be stupid?
Yes.
For instance, in Asura's Wrath, when the player stares at a maiden's breasts, she'll try to cover herself up. But if the player keeps staring, they will unlock an achievement called View of the Valley.
Oh yeah, keep staring long enough.
Yeah, it's
parody.
Oh my god,
goddamn parody!
I've seen this before as well. You know.
No, get empty XLR off the screen.
Please get her off the screen.
Yeah.
In all honesty, though, Danger Dolan, anyone? I've actually seen this.
But it's okay. Just make sure she doesn't talk, so we don't all get ear raped.
Oh, just...
Chainsaw, the player can unlock the "I swear, I did it by mistake" achievement for using the game camera to look up Juliet's skirt for an extended period of time, despite her coy efforts to block players from doing so.
Can parody.
Breaking the fourth wall, man. It's real in this house.
Yeah.
The Casanova achievement in the
I don't know why you would want to check out MDXLR, but yeah, whatever you're into.
tour can be unlocked.
Ah, no. Fuck no.
What?
Just, god damn it, Ski.
I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Mechanic, in which players kiss 50 random women on the street without their consent as a form of camouflage to evade pursuing Nazis.
So yeah, as a way of as you said, it's a way of avoiding Nazis. There's more of a practical purpose.
Kids.
Yeah.
Fucking kiss random women on the street.
I mean, I'd probably do that too if I was trying to escape Nazis.
And I'd take the slap in the face in the process.
You know, I'd take a slap into the face over a bullet to the head.
I'd take a slap in the face to Nazis.
No. Another moment where she completely missed a great opportunity with the Saboteur.
What do you mean?
Well, one of the DLCs, one of the things you have to pay for that's technically an unlock, is you can have all the women in the hideout bar that's underneath the actual bar where Nazis are in control, where all the women are naked.
Oh.
Yeah, it almost made the game an adults only rating if it wasn't for the fact that it was DLC.
Well, wow.
You are paying for bosoms.
You are paying.
Dude, no. Here's the thing. Who would want that on their credit card bill?
Yeah.
I spent money to see a room of naked, of pixelated women in a bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then again, there are people.
I'm not weird.
Unfortunately, are each to their own.
I'd rather have my credit card bill say I bought enhancement pills
Okay, go.
Okay.
Yeah, each to their own,
These
sadly.
achievements are directly rewarding players for in-game behavior that amounts to sexual harassment. Players are actively being encouraged.
What?
What?
It amounts to sexual harassment.
Oh god, I can't wait to see what examples.
Let's see your goddamn example. I want to see this.
Bring your A game.
It's
Bring
literally
it.
sexual harassment.
Encouraged to think of women's bodies as something they are entitled to interact with. That fact in and of itself is troubling, but it's just another example of the core problem with the women as reward trope. Games
You know what? I just realized. This entire thing, you could... Well, I mean, replace sex with kill, and replace women with violence, and it's the same, almost the same thing. Well,
Replace
sort of.
Sex with kill, and women with la kill.
No, yeah,
You
sex
got
with
it.
murder and
There,
women with violence or simulator or something like that. It's no. I get what he's getting at. It says you switch around specific, like the words she repeats over and over again with the words that Jack Thompson repeats over and over again. She's saying the same fucking thing on different things.
It's like, I'm not going to actually go out, become some Olympian demigod and bang 5 women.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna go out during Nazi-occupied France and totally try to take over the entire place while trying to save my hometown. Totally gonna do that now.
I'm totally just going to go kiss a bunch of random women right now because I did it in a video game. Definitely.
Totally.
Definitely inspired, people. Definitely inspired.
I'm gonna go like run on walls and like shoot people with legs in my boots because I played Bayonetta.
I'm just going to capture people with fucking Pokeballs out of
Wait, does that mean you're going to have? Wait, does that mean you're going to have a bosom?
Yes.
Can I come with you?
Yes.
Guys, I'm gonna be Phoenix right now. That is all.
I'm just.
I'm just trying to finish this up.
provide feedback mechanisms that either punish or reward players for the ways they interact with virtual environments. Because video games are constructed around these formal input-output systems, they can be an especially powerful tool for reinforcing cognitive patterns by modeling and rewarding player behavior. In a game, you're not just watching someone else being rewarded with a woman. You, the player, are earning a woman as a reward yourself for the actions you yourself have performed.
And her example is a fucking parody.
A parody, people. A fucking parody!
And isn't this like the 14th billionth time she's actually used Dragon Slayer? Does she have a fucking... Did she lose a lot at Dragon Slayer and now she just hates video games?
Yeah.
I'll put that bet on that right now. She probably did that. She probably lost to Dragon Slayer and now she's literally full of salty shit.
Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty.
Words cannot be... Yeah, just, you know, fuck it. Right there, Ryan. Right there.
A woman's affection of her body is the corresponding output. Players go through the process of saving the princess, and the game's algorithm dutifully rewards them with what they think they are rightfully owed for doing so. Whether it be a kiss, a girlfriend, or sexual attention.
She jumped on him.
Yeah.
He jumped on him, all right.
It's like she jumped on him. She jumped on him.
Anyway,
a lot of the examples you show, Anita, are examples
our
where the woman is willing.
Is through a process of...
Don Bluth is a patriarchy, though.
It is patriarchy, so apparently, I guess that means if someone had to touch her...
This is how I feel about this video.
That she didn't...
That's how I feel. That's how I feel right now.
Just my face went.
Hang on, screen cap.
My face went Anita.
My face went Anita.
Oh my
That's
god.
mean.
I swear to god. Most of her arguments are just consistent and just... Again... Maybe they're willing for shit.
Honestly,
we got 3 more minutes.
Guys, I'm seeing the finishing line, and I would like to see this.
Human beings also learn by seeing something modeled for us, especially when the modeled actions are accompanied by rewards or punishments. Video games are uniquely positioned to provide experiences that do all of these things, because in most games, the player occupies both the role of participant and the role of spectator to their own actions.
Spaghetti.
In this way, the women as reward trope in video games becomes a mechanism through which male entitlement is taught and reinforced in our wider culture.
Isn't this the same argument that people put towards movies and TV shows? That
Everything is sexist, everything is wrong, everything is bad.
Pretty much.
Everything is sexist.
Everything is sexist when you're part of a team.
Woo!
Yeah.
The opening notes to Bop the Musical.
Now in production.
Jesus Christ.
I'd totally do that if people gave me money.
Give me money. Right.
Give me my money on Patreon. No, I would totally make that like a freaking milestone. Just Bop the Musical for like 10,000.
You were always talking about like doing that, like donating the money to charity. I think that's a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, Bop the Musical for charity.
Yeah,
Guys, make this happen.
Yes. All right. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Yep, we're going to hell.
It's strikingly similar to the expectation that if a man buys a woman a few drinks, then he's owed sex. The money
what?
is tied to the alcohol.
Oh my God!
It's an old diatribe that feminists have been trying to push since the 1980s.
I'm just kind of
Well, back in the 1980s, it was something that was more like akin to and more understood. It's 2015, for fuck's sake. Like,
I mean, that image looks
everybody
like
knows. Everybody knows this shit. And also, if anything, I've seen women use that tactic against men to get drinks.
Yeah, it's just like everyone knows this. Even that kid right there in the freaking stupid yellow shirt. Screw that guy. I hate that guy.
Ryan, that's you.
Oh, well, yeah, I could see that. Cut my hair, maybe give me some dumb-looking glasses, and there you go, boom.
Yeah.
And make him a Jew.
Yeah.
Even though you're not Jewish.
Alcohol and conversation are the inputs, the sexual gratification is the output. When men's entitlement-based expectations are not fulfilled, they sometimes lash out in resentment or aggression towards women. This is clearly illustrated in the catcalling scenarios.
Or they whine to people on Skype chats.
What?
I said, or they whine to people on Skype chats.
God damn it!
Wah, 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 wah.
No, just goddamn Blaze. That's too funny. Give them your money to see naked polygons.
Yes. Again, she needs to be in here, but we can't get her in here for some fucking reason.
Street harassers feel entitled to women's time and women's attention. If they don't get the response they feel they're owed, they can become increasingly angry, following their targets, insulting them, groping them, or otherwise aggressively demanding to be acknowledged. In the gaming community, we see this entitlement-fueled outrage bubble to the surface when some gamers encounter indications that games aren't made exclusively with their fantasies in mind.
Can you stop for 5 seconds? I have heard this argument over and over again. In Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, and Inquisition, you have to literally make these characters fall in love with you to get into those subjectified sex scenes that really are people fucking with clothes on. And at the end of the day, you really want these to happen because you actually have interest in these characters.
Yeah. And you can, I think in Dragon Age and Mass Effect 3, you can do it with guys too.
Yeah.
So.
In Mass Effect 2, is it Tali Zonaraya, right? Yeah.
Well, that's it. I'm buying Dragon Age now.
Yeah, and was it the character Tali? She's literally, it's literally like a character you've known since the first game. What is it? The Asari that you can have a love interest in like all 3 games. I forgot her name because I'm stupid. And somebody's jumping around up and down upstairs because they can go suck a dick. Anyways, but they're acting like this whole entire thing of, oh yeah, you just hand these. No, you're not handed these. You have to earn it. Like in any other relationship, it takes time and effort to actually get to know the characters. Well, yes, in the pseudo mindset that yes, you're a gamer and you're trying to do this, trying to do this just to get in the right combination of stuff just to get that scene. If you're an actual person who cares about depth and character, that means little to the entire experience.
Amen.
Like temper tantrums from straight male players have
Then
occurred.
there were only 1 minute left. Sorry, I had to.
Playing
Anyway.
games have forced them to interact with gay male characters, or presented them with lesbian characters who were not available as romance options to male.
Well, you finally mentioned that. At the last minute of the video!
No, she's mentioning that lesbian characters that you cannot have a relationship with.
Another screen cap.
Ray! I'm just.
When you, when they give you the suck.
Spelled S-U-C-C.
Alright, keep going.
Players also materializes when Western releases of Japanese games place women in slightly less revealing outfits, or increase the age of young sexualized female characters to 18. In the same vein, when presented with critical analysis of the poor representations of women in many popular games, this intense male entitlement manifests in aggression, abuse, and threats.
Hold on, what?
Was she calling out Bravely Default for something? I was really listening.
But they had to increase the sex age in that game because the character. And by the way, there is no sex in Bravely Default.
Yeah.
There is romance. There is no sex. You had to increase the romance. They had to increase the romance age of the characters from 16 to 18 when they brought it to the States.
Because
it's age of consent in Japan is commonly 16, and age of consent commonly in America is 18.
Characters to 18.
Truly wonderful.
When presented with critical analysis of the poor representations of women in many popular games, this intense male entitlement manifests in aggression, abuse, and threats. As we've demonstrated in this episode, the women as reward trope is set up to fulfill a very specific male entitlement-oriented fantasy. In many cases, game creators may not even realize their mechanics are working to cement this mentality, but when games use a woman's affection, her body, or her sexuality as a carrot on a stick, they're actively encouraging men to think of women as objects.
What if I'm into carrots and sticks?
Yeah, what if I'm into guys?
Bad that most of the shit.
There's a legit argument. What if they're a guy? What if they're actually women? What if they're asexual? What if they just don't give a flying fuck and want to play a good goddamn game?
No.
No, yeah, you're right. It's totally.
Look, it's another screenshot when Bay give you the suck again, part 2.
Trying to Photoshop his eyes.
And it's not just men who are affected. This ideology of male entitlement seeps into the wider social consciousness of everyone, regardless of gender, a byproduct of which can negatively impact the ways women relate to one another and the ways we think about our relationships to our own bodies and our own sexuality. The good news is that because male entitlement is a learned attitude, it can, through education and conscious effort, be unlearned. And game systems are capable of being part of.
So, like, is she saying brainwash everyone?
No.
Wow.
She said it's not brainwashing wherever it's on your side. It's teaching someone.
Yes. Teaching.
I think I could hear the faint sounds of screaming, in agony, right now.
I thought I just heard someone scream as well.
There we go.
Okay, that wasn't faint.
That transformative process. Just as our interactivity makes them a powerful tool for reinforcing male entitlement, so too could that interactivity be harnessed to disrupt antiquated gender dynamics and engage us with game mechanics that explore more equitable interactions between people of all genders.
So your solution to the brainwashing of males is to brainwash males.
There you go. Screw it. I
yeah.
died. The end.
I'm honest. After that entire situation, I don't even know anymore.
Well, it's Anita Sarkeesian, so what do you expect?
Okay. Anybody have any thoughts?
I'm gonna edit it, and this is just gonna be Bop makes fun of Anita. Honestly.
All right, yeah. Any actual thoughts on that entire thing, other than the obvious fact that she cherry-picked her entire goddamn argument?
No, not really.
I'm not really surprised that this was the shittiest video I could see.
See, all this does is I want to do something stupid. I want to do something crazy. I want to make a series just like this, except replace women with men and actually replace them with better examples.
Yeah.
Yay.
People who've refuted her before, they've done that. Like, they'll take what she said and they flip the scenario. It sounds like really absurd when you flip it.
Boobies.
Masters are not agreeing with
That's
her.
my thoughts.
Well, you have.
Well, you know what my thoughts are. The streams of agony can say it once again.
I actually do not think I am actually. That is my final thoughts. I actually am not a thinking person.
No.
But I also had something before, but I lost it.
Thoughts again. Boobs.
Yeah, apparently boobs are evil. There you go, people. The end.
No, just boobs.
Yeah.
Actually,
I have an air gun and it's really cool.
Good for you.
I have a BB gun too, and it's really cool.
I said an air gun.
I have a BB gun too.
Actually, okay, for everyone watching, I think I have Sunday free because of Labor Day. I could do the real bopcast tomorrow, maybe.
That just seems like very odd timing.
Yeah, and for
Again-
me, it's actually a bad thing because we're actually doing a live stream of Metal Gear Solid 5 on.
Well, I wasn't saying. I don't know who's going to be on it.
I could be.
Also,
I could be
also
on it.
computers still in kill.
Well, you know, I am still here.
Lorenzo.
I would be free to do it tomorrow. I'm just saying.
Bring Lorenzo.
I mean, we could find a way. I mean, I still came here.
This is definitely not a bopcast. This is definitely a bunch of bop members just piss all over Anita Sarkeesian's video.
I still had fun, though.
I did
We had
too.
a fun time.
I love screaming. That was definitely my favorite part. The screaming part was fun.
You know what my favorite part was? The boobs.
Well, does anyone here want to continue, or do
my favorite
you all
part was
wanna-
the
I am as tapped as it can be. One Anita Sarkeesian video makes me want to kill myself. I'm pretty sure any other video would make me want to kill myself.
Wait. What'd you say? Ski?
I said Obama was my favorite part.
Yes, Obama was mine too.
Gosh darn it! Go back to being a really lame winter sport. Actually, it's not a lame winter sport. It's just a winter sport. You know what's a lame winter sport? Dying.
Yes.
Wow, Ryan. Dying.
I think that's a great way to send off
Your
a video.
opinion.
To anyone in the comments asking if you're dead, the answer is yes. You are.
Yes.
You are dead.
Everyone's
No,
dead.
surprise.
Now what?
What?
No one's using the chat. I have the chat open.
We need to
Let's get
kill
that
this
open on
before
YouTube.
we need to kill this before it's too late.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
Oh wait. Final thoughts from Blaze. Anita still doesn't like loft balloons to end.
Yes.
I think that's great. I think that's a great way to send it off. And Ryan.
Sucks. Dick.
Wow. I mean. No.
I mean.
I will get the Reggie Gigas, people.
I mean.
I meme.
The meme people.
The meme.
The meme.
The meme team stream
Is garbage compared to botcast. Just saying.
By the way, an actual.
You know what? You're garbage compared to Bobcast. Jeez.
Oh shit.
No, I have an actual question though.
Okay.
Your entire show outdoes
For
you.
an actual Bobcast.
No, what, TP?
For an actual Bobcast.
Yeah. What?
Ever just
We
supposed to be
should-
talking during those or whatever?
We should have sex.
No.
Well, it's gonna be we're gonna do the watching videos thing, but we're not gonna go through like a whole 30-minute video because evidently that takes forever.
Yes, it does.
We'll go through a bunch of videos.
You didn't think of that? You didn't think that was gonna be a thing?
And I probably have other segments when I come up with them. Yeah.
All right.
There's gonna be more variety than this.
I'm gonna have more variety than your face. See that? Ouch.
Also,
We should have an entire Bobcast where that's just centered around Subway.com.
Also, real quick, if I'm just gonna read one of the comments.
The Subway episode.
Ryan, you're drunk. Go home.
Yes.
Ryan, you are drunk. I think you should stop.
You are home.
Stop drinking your rum and go home.
No. You are home. Go drunk.
Don't worry, man.
Okay. What was that comment? Ski, what was that comment you wanted to read?
What comment? I didn't say anything.
Someone wanted to read the comment.
I'm gonna need one of you to pull my ears.
No, I like this one. I'm already dead because someone ate my nachos.
I need to take a piss. So
Damn it, Ryan. Why did he eat the guy's nachos?
I'm in the stream. See you guys later.
That live stream sucked.